is the roof, all day, every day.
I love radio, music, and more.
Yes, Media Academy Radio.
Excite.
The hits.
Good morning to you out there, and thank you once again for joining us and being there for us today, the 30th day in the month of July 2020. All glory to the Most High for the gift of life, for counting us worthy to be part of the living again today. You're welcome to the newspaper review from YesMa Radio, the First Media Academy Radio, transmitting live and direct from SIMEONE Media House, SIMEONE Christian Felele Express, right here in the city of Ibadan, Southwest Nigeria. My name is Olatunde Ido, and I have with me
Inioluwa Akintayo. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
To all our Muslim brothers, fathers, mothers, and colleagues all around the world using Rashida Dejumo as a point of contact here, we say Barakat Salah to you, and we pray the Almighty will be with each and every one of us, and this will not be our last, in the mighty name of God. I have two newspapers with me, the Punch newspaper and The Nation.
With me is The Nation newspaper. You have
okay. Oh, sorry. Punch and Vanguard.
With me is The Nation newspaper.
What are the headlines saying on the pages of the Punch newspaper? Afenifere Ohaneze, Middle Belt Forum replied Daura on 2023 comment. Your uncle didn't emerge president in 2015 on competence, but zoning.
On the front page of The Nation newspaper, workers' fear heightens as killings, insecurity escalate. And I might have some riders to this story. NLC asks government to rejig approach. Southern Kaduna fears attack during Eid. Borno governor's convoy attacked. Family of 13 killed in Kogi. 4 policemen in Ebonyi.
That's when that news broke out yesterday evening. It was very scary. And quickly, I'll check out some of the stories I have this morning from the Vanguard newspaper. Ohaneze, Pandef, Afenifere react to Miati Allah Vigilante. You can check it out if you're interested in that story as well.
My second story reads, Buhari urges low-key Eid celebration with the rider, no visitors for president. You can read the full details of the story on page 6 of The Nation newspaper.
Yeah, it's the low-key. I know the president probably is trying to avoid that aspect of coronavirus because you don't know who is got it. But, Mr. President, you can just send my round.
A whole round.
A whole round. Nigerians in diaspora petition ICC over ongoing genocide in Nigeria.
690 FRSC officials to monitor traffic in Niger State.
Southern Kaduna self-defense way out of killings. That's credited to Christian leaders.
And my last story reads, man beats expectant wife to death. Full details of the story coming up shortly.
Yeah, that's we discussed that while coming in here, but that's not a good one. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Nigeria records 404 new COVID-19 cases, bringing the total infections to over 42,000. All the delis, they report this morning. So let's get down to the stories proper on the newspaper review from YesMa Radio. Before we do that, we'll take a short commercial break, and when we return, we'll go straight to the details this morning. Good morning.
Hello, are you a media practitioner or you are aspiring to become one? A great opportunity to brush up your media practice knowledge and skills has emerged. Yes Media Academy is introducing communication and media courses designed just to meet your training needs. We also welcome media organizations to send their personnel for training at Yes Media Academy. Get trained by the experts in broadcasting, journalism, advertising relations, public speaking, and media management. At Yes Media Academy, we have communication and media scholars, media practitioners of long-standing experience, and media entrepreneurs volunteers as our trainers and resource persons. You will enjoy every moment with them and be better equipped for the job. Application form is now available at 10,000 naira only. For more inquiries, call 0902 930 4704 and 080 355 29883 or contact Yes Media Academy on www.yselimited.com. Email yesmediaacademy1@gmail.com. You can come straight to Yemishonde Media House, Felele Express Bus Stop, Felele, Ibadan.
Hello there. Is it your dream to live and work in Canada? If your answer is yes, then your dream is about to become a reality. All you need to do is just be a part of your Fit Fly Canada Permanent Resident Visa Program, and surely you will begin to live your dream in no time, as your Fit Fly understands the process within the legal framework of Canada Travel Program. That is why you're enjoyed to be a part of the big league and realize your dream of living and working in Canada. Let the masters take up the job for you. Visit your Fit Fly today at Success House, Block 8, Plot 15, 7 Up Road, Oluyole Main Estate, Ring Road, Ibadan, or better still call 070-6275-9762. Website youfitfly.com for the dream of your Canada permanent residence to come into fruition. You Fit Fly is the key. You Fit Fly says, stay safe.
Get the vibes and get the feeling. Yes Media Academy Radio,
where hit music lives.
Thank you for being there. And if you're just tuning in, you're on to the newspaper review from Yes Ma Radio, the First Media Academy Radio. Let's get down to the stories we have this morning. And I'll take my first story from virtually all the papers reporting this morning. Nigeria records 404 new COVID-19 cases. Total infections exceeds 42,000. Nigeria has recorded 404 new cases of the novel coronavirus, bringing its total infections to 42,208. This is according to the nation's top disease control agency. In a tweet on Wednesday night, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, noted that 8 more persons have died from the virus as recovery numbers hit 19,004. Lagos, the nation's COVID-19 epicenter, reported 106 new cases, while the FCT reported 54. Other states with new cases include Rivers 48, Plateau 40, Edo 20, Oyo 20, Kano 18, Ondo 15, Ogun 10, Ebonyi 9, Ekiti 8, Kaduna 6, Cross River 5, Kwara 4, Anambra and Delta 3, Imo and Nasarawa 2, and Borno 1. Nigeria records 404 new COVID-19 cases. Total infections exceeds 42,000. All the dailies are reporting this morning. You can check it out.
My first story has the headline which says, workers fear heightens as killings insecurity escalate. With the riders, NLC asks government to rejig approach. Southern Kaduna, Borno governor's convoy attacked, and family of 13 Ebonyi. Workers on Wednesday called for a rejig of the country's security apparatus to curb the upsurge in insecurity. They urged the government to do whatever is within its powers to break once and for all the spring of terrorism and violent crimes in our country. Nigeria, the wish of those who have picked up arms against the state and innocent civilians, including workers. On Wednesday, federal lawmaker representing Southern Kaduna raised the alarm about an impending convoy was attacked by suspected Boko Haram fighters while traveling between Mungono and Baga. The governor was on his way to inspect the distribution of food to displaced people. Although details of the attack were hazy, reports said no casualty was recorded. Also on Wednesday in Ebonyi, 4 policemen were killed by gunmen during an attack on a bullion van. The police confirmed the incident. In Kogi, 14 people were killed during an attack on a community. Among those killed are 13 members of the same family, the police said. Speaking during a news conference in Abuja, The Kaduna South caucus in the House of Representatives said security agencies were informed about previous impending attacks, but not much was done to forestall them. The lawmakers urged the government to identify and bring to justice sponsors of the militia groups. It's a very lengthy read. You can grab a copy of the Nation newspaper to read the details of this story on the front page and on page 8 of the Nation newspaper.
Taking my other story from the Punch newspaper with a headline, PDP, ADC knock federal government on 800 billion naira recovery fund claim. The People's Democratic Party and African Democratic Congress have challenged the federal government to come clean over allegations that the 800 billion naira which it claimed to have recovered has been relooted. The PDP, in a press briefing in Abuja yesterday, said the level of corruption under the President Muhammadu Buhari-led All Progressive Congress regime was not only shameful but also embarrassing. Also, the African Democratic Congress, in a statement titled ADC asks Lai Mohammed to disclose figure of relooted funds by its National Publicity Secretary Yemi Kolapo, demanded that the Buhari-led APC regime must, as a matter of urgency, disclose the percentage of the recovered 800 billion naira loot that had been relooted under the current administration. PDP, ADC knock federal government on 800 billion naira recovery claim. You can check it out from the Punch newspaper.
Moving to my next story, Buhari urges low-key Eid celebration with the rider no visitors for president. President Muhammadu Buhari has advised Nigerians, especially Muslims, to observe this year's Eid al-Kabir celebration with caution, heeding protective directives by state and local authorities. This was contained in a statement issued by the presidency on Wednesday. It said the president would observe the celebration privately with his family, adding that the usual Salah homage and visitation would not be entertained. The statement, signed by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Malam Garba Shehu, said the President decided to stay away from the usual loud celebration in obedience to the Presidential Task Force on the novel coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic protocols and to help stop the spread of the disease. The statement reads, and I quote, President Buhari will observe the Eid al-Kabir prayers with his family at home, just as he did during the Eid al-Fitr a little over 2 months ago, in line with advisories from the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, NSCIA, and the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19. In wishing Muslims a safe and happy Eid, the President reiterated the protocols as issued by the PTF that large gatherings as much as possible should be discouraged. Where small groups choose to hold the Eid together, face masks are necessary as a social distancing. Advisedly, such prayer should hold outdoors and worshippers are encouraged to bring their own prayer mats. In order to stop the spread of the disease, the President will not be receiving Salah homages by religious, community, party and government leaders and urges citizens to observe the occasion as advised by state and local authorities. He once again wishes citizens a safe and happy Eid. Buhari urges low-key Eid celebration. You can read the full details of this story on page 6 of the Nation newspaper.
I'm taking my next story with the headline, Federal Government releases schedules for SSCE, NECO, NAPTEP exam others. The Federal Government yesterday released the schedule for various national examinations for exit classes from August 17 to November 18, 2020. The government said the senior school certificate examination conducted by the West African Examination Council will commence on August 17, 2020. Also, the examination conducted by the National Business and Technical Examination Board will start on September 12th and end on October 15th, 2020. The Minister of State for Education, Chukwuemeka Nwajuba, made the announcement in Abuja after a series of meetings with Chief Executive Officers of Examination Organization in Nigeria. A statement by the Director, Press and Public Relations, Federal Ministry of Education, Ben Gong, said the meeting chaired by Nwajuba was attended by the Permanent Secretary, FMOE, Sonny Echono, and Registrar, Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, Professor Isiak Uluede. Others at the meeting were the Registrar, National Examination Council, Professor Godswill Obioma, Registrar, and National Business and Technical Examination Board, Professor Ifeoma Isiogu Abani here, CEO, National Board of Islamic Studies, identified simply as Dr. Raji, and acting registrar of WAEC, Dr. J.O. Oke. The statement partly read, for the one-day National Common Entrance Examination conducted by NECO, it is compulsory for parents and pupils to wear face masks on the exam date, while also carrying along with them alcohol-based sanitizers.
190 FRSC officials to monitor traffic in Niger. The Niger State Command of the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, has said 690 officers and men will be deployed across the state to ensure motorist safety during the Eid al-Kabir celebration. It said it will mobilize 320 special marshals, 20 functional patrol vehicles, 3 ambulances, and 1 heavy-duty tow truck throughout the state. Court spokesman Raji Abibu Egigogo, who spoke in Mina, said this is to ensure hitch-free traffic flow and enforcement of traffic rules and regulations, in addition to enforcement of COVID-19 protocols set by the government. He said, and I quote, "The Corps is advising Nigerites, especially motorists, to observe safety precautions while using the road, abide by the COVID-19 protocol of physical distancing in their vehicles, and use face masks as they celebrate Eid al-Kabir." Egigogo added that the Corps would be visible on the highways to ensure enforcement against overloading and physical distancing among the commuters and respond to distress calls that might arise. 690 FRSC officials to monitor traffic in Niger State.
Ondo Deputy Governor dumps PDP, moves on to ZLP. There are strong indications that the Ondo State Deputy Governor, Agbola Ajayi, has concluded plans to dump the People's Democratic Party to join the Zenith Labour Party to contest the forthcoming governorship election. Ajayi, who lost the PDP primary to Itai Ejegede last Wednesday, reportedly held meetings with leaders of the ZLP, as well as the national leader of the party, who is also a former governor of the state, Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, to work out the details. A close associate of the deputy governor, who spoke on condition of anonymity on Wednesday, said Ajayi has settled for the ZLP to run against Governor Rotimi Akeredolu and the PDP candidate Itai Ejegede. When contacted, the chief press secretary to the deputy governor, Tokwe Okeawu, said he was not aware of the development. Ondo deputy governor dumps PDP, moves on to ZLP. You can check it out from the Punch newspaper.
My last story for this morning, a very sad one, has the headline which says, "Man beats expectant wife to death." A 47-year-old man, Olabode Oluwaseun, has allegedly beaten his expectant wife, Blessing, to death in Ondo State. A blow to the woman's abdomen silenced her and her unborn baby, a police prosecutor told an Akure magistrate court, where Oluwaseun was arraigned on Wednesday. He was alleged to have committed the crime on April 3 in Akure, the state capital. Oluwaseun was remanded in police custody as Magistrate NT Aladejano adjourned the case to September 8.
And lastly from me, it will be from the world of sports. Osimhen quarantined after sealing €80 million Napoli deal. Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen signed his African record deal to Napoli from Lille on Friday and was quarantined by Nigerian health officials thereafter. The deal worth 70 million euros, which could rise to 80 million euros with bonuses, was completed before the player traveled to Nigeria for holiday. It was gathered from his agent Osita Okolo. We are hoping that's Napoli and Lille, announce the deal soon as the promise. Okolo speaking with newsmen there. The 21-year-old striker underwent similar self-isolation when he arrived in the country in May for his father's burial alongside Paul Onachu and Imo Ezekiel. It is the third time the player has been isolated since the COVID-19 pandemic broke out in March. He was isolated on his return for his father's burial and was also quarantined when he returned to France to regroup with his club. Osimhen quarantined after selling €80 million Napoli deal. You can get all the full details from the various newspapers we have here. Are you excited for Osimhen? You like him?
Of course.
You like him?
The figures are really exciting. So.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Now, is it about the figure or
about the figures actually? Yeah.
Amen. Figures. It's about our time. We say thank you for being a part of our lives again today on Newspaper Review. God willing, we'll be here tomorrow on another special edition of the Newspaper Review. As we celebrate, please, let's stay safe and let's make sure that our face mask, it's definitely there. It is on, not under our jaw. Let it be on our nose and mouth. And let's always make sure that we hold on to an alcohol-based sanitizer. We have that with us. On behalf of the entire transmission team, thank you for being there. My name is Olatunde Idoru.
I am Inioluwa Akintayo.
Get the vibes and get